everyone. Letiste here. I immediately heard, and what you gonna do about it? In a few different tones, like, and what you gonna do about it, and what you gonna do about it, and what are you gonna do about it? In a few different ways. What are you gonna do about it? Think of a question in your head. Think about something that you feel like you don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go. You don't know how to act, react. You don't know what to say, think, or even fucking feel. Think about it. Think about that question. You asking, what the hell am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Think about it, for real. Because we gonna get an answer. Okay. What are you going to do? I'm gonna give you some moments while I shuffle the cards, clear out the energy. Turn on the light. You're thinking of your question, honey, because I'm finna get into. Thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to speak and be clear, passionate, and loving for the collective. You need to hear those that love one to think about listening, hearing, or watching. Thank you. Ooh. Yeah, and I don't know, but something's got to get done. I don't know, but something's got to move. I don't know what they're going to do about it, but I know what I am. I don't know how they feel about it, but I know what I do. You are recognizing the power of not knowing. People feel like there's power in knowledge. There is, baby. There is so much power in knowledge. So much. But sometimes the even greater power comes in not knowing and being vocal about it. Imagine you need surgery. Because all surgeries, no matter how minor, can be life-threatening. And you have somebody at the helms of your surgery that ain't never set foot in a hospital. They ain't never set foot in a tribal community healing. Because hospitals ain't the only place you can get healing. And never set place in a way that truly looked at the human body in a way that's like, okay, we have to do something. Or you would imagine just like, you know what? Give me that first grader. They can go ahead and get rid of that history, you know? But let's say you give that person a book. I recently learned about somebody who, this motherfucker's crazy, who performed 16 surgeries on men 16 surgeries on men. Was not a doctor. Was not a surgeon. Wasn't even a goddamn receptionist at the hospital. He read the book, looked at the injuries, read the book. And this is somebody that lied to, the Canadian Navy to be a doctor because he took somebody else's identity as a doctor and he performed them successfully. He knew he didn't have knowledge. And before he performed the surgeries, he was asked, because they were enemies that he performed the surgery on during war, do you want to do this? You do not have to. And even before he performed those 16 surgeries, they were a little bit skeptical. So they questioned him, like, how do you treat this? Because this is what's going on. He went up to the office, read that book, came back down, and ministered something that healed somebody. There's power in not knowing. But when you know that you don't know, you willingly, openly, actively, progressively seek out answers. You're not just going to give it to somebody that doesn't know and you know that they won't be able to possibly do it. So when you are asking those questions, what are you going to do about it? You have to recognize that there's an answer coming, sought or given. Whether that spirit asking, what are you going to do about it? You asking yourself, you asking other people. What are you going to do about it? Because there's power in not knowing. Not in ignorance is bliss type of way. There's power in recognizing that I can advance. Jasmine Garden, shout out to her. Fucking love her. Jasmine's Garden, she said, I always want to be the smartest motherfucker in the room. So I always say when I don't know something so that I can learn. So that way the next time I know that I know. So when I ask this question, what are you going to do about it? You don't need to know the answer all the time. Because sometimes you don't have the answer. But you have to ask that question. What am I going to do about it? Anytime I get some money, it seems to just go away. What am I going to do about it? Is more coming in than going out? What am I going to do about this person I have an issue with? What am I going to do about the way that I think about myself? What am I going to do about the way the society is going? What am I going to do about building and setting a community or being involved? What are you going to do about it? You don't need to be in the dark, even when you're doing shadow work. Because when you do shadow work, guess what needs to be there for a shadow to be casted? I want to talk like a preacher. Y'all ain't hearing me. Y'all ain't hearing me. What is needed? Because y'all got shadow work. What is needed? Questions are needed for answers to be given. You ever got unsolicited advice? Like, I already knew that. Or have somebody mansplain something. It's like, okay. Questions are needed for answers to be given. So you don't ask a question, how are you going to get an answer? It's giving green eggs and ham. How you know you don't like green eggs and ham? You ain't never fucking had it. How you know it's a stupid question if you don't ask? Because there are no stupid questions. Let's just go with that. Well, there are no stupid questions. Sometimes you really just don't know. I was literally talking about that in the previous reading that's currently loading right now. Or loaded, depending on how it works. I have to ask a question And you have to take yourself out of feeling like this is dumb. You're supposed to know this. You're supposed to understand this. No, when you don't know something, put yourself in a child's body, in an innocent mind. It's like being dropped off in a new country and you don't ask no questions, but you can't read none of the signs. You don't know where you're going, and now you're slowly starting to get hungry, more thirsty, and you're like, I'm not going to ask. What are you going to do about it? Because what can you do about it? A whole lot. You can go to somebody, like, shit, act it out, charades. What are you going to do about it? And the reason why I keep saying questions, because I feel like you guys have a lot of questions, and it's like, what are you going to do about these questions? What are you going to do about this feeling of not knowing, this feeling of not understanding, this feeling like you don't have all the information? What are you going to do about it? This feeling like you don't have enough strength, enough confidence, enough courage. What are you going to do about it? Okay, let's go ahead and get into your reading. First card that came up, this isn't over. This isn't over. It's like getting a song stuck in your head the way these questions are ringing in your mind. How am I going to pay for this? How am I going to bring this up to them? How is this going to work out? This isn't over. And it's in a wider span of it isn't over because they're saying it isn't over because there's so much more to just questioning and wondering and contemplating and the doubting, the shifting all the time. There's so much more. There's so much more. And you have to recognize that, because the next one that we have is you're the problem. Don't be afraid to ask those questions. Don't be afraid to look a little odd, a little off, a little out there, a little, why don't they know that? I don't know. I don't understand. I need a better grasp. I need more clarity. I need reassurance. Kind of bit my tongue on that one. No more biting your tongue. No more hoping somebody else is going to raise their hand. No more hoping that when the survey comes out that somebody else is going to put that in what can be improved. But what are you going to do about it is much deeper. You have to recognize that you are the problem, which means you are the solution. Actively discovering, moving, shifting, guiding. What are you going to do about it? Because it isn't over. We got mommy issues coming up here. Sometimes, at least in the household that I grew up in, it's like, how can you not know that? How could you not know that? Because I wasn't taught. And then when I would ask questions, sometimes I don't ask no question like that. Go figure it out. Go read a book. So yeah, I went and of course found those answers. But sometimes the mommy issues can be rooted from how you were raised and thought to be perceived, and having to have all this understanding. I'm supposed to know this. I can't. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you ask? Because I didn't think you were going to do something about it. So I had to. And that can also lead to mommy issues of feeling like you can't ask or talk or say something. It's this feminine I'm seeing them old receptionists where they got sexually harassed continuously, and it's just like I can't. I don't know if I can do anything about it. You can. You have to. I'm thinking about Bridgerton, the first season, where the mom didn't really tell Daphne, how it works out the marriage. It's just, yeah. But and Daphne didn't also know what to ask. She did ask, like, okay, what happened? She was like, in this, and it's very vague. Really, I'm going to read it right now, honey. so, and so she had to figure out, what are you going to do about it? And she went down and she asked her, I like to say that was her best friend, but her maid, whatever the hell they called them back then, like, how, no, tell me how it really works. Like, I really need to know. Like, she did, but she didn't. I really need to know. Really? No, 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 no. I really need to know. So you could have also gotten vague answers from your mom. Didn't even have to be her denying the answers. Like I said, it was from my personal experience. It could have been just not getting the most clarity. It can also get you feel like you are a mother. Feel like you are a mother. You feel like you can't ask questions anymore. Like you gotta have it all together. You gotta know everything. You gotta understand how it all. No, what are you gonna do about it? Sometimes you do need to ask because the situation that it ain't gonna be over just because you are this or you feel like you should know it or understand it. Because you're stronger than you know. Like I said, if you're the problem, you're the solution. You are stronger than you know. You're capable of getting these answers. You're capable of getting these resolutions. You're capable of getting support. You're capable of getting love. You're capable of getting understanding. You're capable of getting truth. You're capable of all these things. You're stronger than you know. You can handle the information. You can handle the outcome. And if you feel like you can't, you feel like you kind of, you got it. Trust me, you got it. Trust me, you understand it. And not in a way of like, yeah, you understand. You don't need to act like, trust me, understand it. Being comfortable with saying, I don't know. We got shadow work needed. The fuck was that? Okay. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. But it was something. Okay. It was like a loud crash, but it sounded like a far away crash that wasn't that loud. It was a little weird. Um, yeah. And as soon as I picked up the shadow work needed, it sounds a lot farther off. Sounds a lot in the distance. Because we take everything as a sign. Not in like a or intensive, but we take everything as a sign, and that's right under you're the problem. So again, you are the solution. Right under this isn't over, you're stronger than you know. Right under mommy issues is speak the fuck up. When people hear speak the fuck up, they feel like they gotta know something. If you ever watching a movie, a lot of times scary movies, and somebody asks them questions like, yes, now they get it. This character, they get it. They asking a question and they're like, why would we go down there? Why would we do that? They don't make no sense. Speaking the fuck up comes from that as well. Of pointing out things that just seem so illogical. That just don't seem right. Sometimes it isn't one else. It's like, okay, I need to understand what the hell you thought you were doing when you did this. Why did you do that? Why did you set that up? What was going on? It goes deep. And even I'm seeing when you see somebody and their body language or their face or previous actions, still ask them, what the hell is going on? How are you feeling? How are you doing? How's it setting up? How is that going? Because that situation won't be over. And you're struggling, to handle it if it's willing. Speaking the fuck up. Being vocal about that ignorance. Because wisdom is freedom. Some people feel like they are in bliss in crazy abusive relationships and stagnant, toxic situations, all that. It's a song by Sabrina Carrillo, and she's like, "Thank you for making me believe that I got everything I asked for in you. Thank you for making me believe that I got everything I asked for in you." Because it was a realization that I didn't, because right on top we have there's something better. 111. Alignment, ascension. Right on top of you're the problem, shadow work needed, there's something better. Thank you for making me believe that I got everything I wanted. Because I did not. She said, thank you for making me believe I got everything I asked for. Excuse me. So when you really speaking the fuck up, when you start addressing certain things, I need more than that. Does that sound right? It's just you are recognizing that. Y'all really need to start asking for more. Speaking up, asking questions, period. Asking for more knowledge, I'm even hearing like, hey, can you give me some extra tutor sessions? Something it's okay to want knowledge, want information, want to gather that. We have third party, and we have ask for more, you deserve it. That third party energy that's trying to cling on to make you feel like this perception of everybody say, ain't nobody looking at you, baby. And ain't nobody trust me. I watched a video the other day. It was like people think that everybody's watching them. They're not. They said, imagine you're doing a presentation and you mess up. And now once you think about it, once you sit down, you're like, damn, not a rose stuck to my. You mess up. And now you think about your mess up. You think everybody done seen you mess up. And then it was like, now think about all the other people that did presentations and where they messed up. You can't. Because nobody was thinking about you. They was thinking about their own presentation. So this third party energy is coming in as not as somebody that's they don't know. Hey, look at this dumbass motherfucker. They don't know. No. Because people that shame people for wanting knowledge are people that are okay with not having it. They're okay with handing those scalpel and tools to a first grader because and shit, why not? Like I said, when that man first got on the boat, they questioned him like, this person is having an issue. Can you went up in there, read the book, came back down and handled it? So he asked the question like, hold on, let me check, let me make sure. Was Lisa the next one? This food at them works is coming out, baby. There's food at home. There is food at home. There's nourishment at home. And that at home can be talking to your spiritual team about something that you feel like you need to spiritually enhance in, going to an actual library, or just, really going into the third and fourth and fifth page of Google, reading articles, whether that's going to a teacher, professor, a class, YouTube University. The energy that you have in your mind to discover and understand things is not going to be over, especially not in the 9th year of Sag. The adventurer, the sister sign of Gemini. Come on now. So ask for more, you deserve it. That's also a question. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to ask? Are you gonna ask for it? I'm thinking about Hoochie God and what somebody DM her. She just asked for money and they send that to me. You gonna send that to me? You gonna do that? Of course, of course. They do. Thank you. Goodbye. Because you gotta recognize I deserve it. When Taraji P. Henson spoke up, she spoke the fuck up and realized that this ain't right. The way is that why am I going home after this long ass shit? And I'm asking for certain things. My ear's not doing anything on this side. I'm asking for certain things. Look, I got a ball spot and I don't. You know what? We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. She asked for certain things, and it's like, I know what I deserve. I've been in this game for too long. And unions getting started because they recognize that they deserve more. Ask for more, you deserve it. What are you going to do about it? Are you going to go talk to that person and recognize that you're stronger than you know for that outcome? Are you going to do that shadow work and ask those questions to yourself about why you get triggered, why you enjoy the things you do, why you stay in situations, why you're attracted to certain people and situations and things? Asking those questions. Because when you ask, you better be prepared for an answer because maybe they coming in. We're at the bottom of the deck. Before I even got to the last cards, watch it lines up with the last cards. Perfectly. I'm going to put that right. Got it. Yeah, we got to shut up and listen. Once you ask, listen. You ever see or was that person or see, and interacted and somebody like, hey, how do you cook pasta? Well, because I know like pasta has to be softened, but how do you soften pasta? Well, because if I wanted to soften the pasta, what do I use? I've seen people do these things. It's like, let me answer the goddamn question. So you could cook the goddamn pasta. Sometimes you're asking, sometimes over and over, like, I don't know. I was gonna work. I don't know. Like, wait for the answer. Slow down, baby. Slow down. But that can also come from the mommy issues, from recognizing that you're the problem and doing that shadow work and recognizing, okay, can I truly not only when I ask it, but be ready and prepared to receive it? Or am I going to go back into societal norms where I'm supposed to know everything and understand everything? How do I not know? I don't know. You don't know a lot of shit. The only reason you know this is because what? You learned it. Let me learn. Let me learn. We have on a wing and on a prayer right under this isn't over. You're stronger than you know. So this is your messages, your questions are being pulled up. When you ask for more, recognizing start saying them prayers like a question sometimes. Because those are also just prayers. Just, Spirit, how do I attract this? Spirit, how do I do this? God, how do I not let people piss me off? It's on a wing of an angel and a prayer of your tongue. You're stronger than you know. You can handle a lot of things. And you can also handle recognizing that. We have your kidneys hate you, hydrate now. That's right under mommy issues and speak the fuck up. I love that there's something better is right on top of the you're the problem in shadow work, but these other two cards are right under it. Because the weight of recognizing what you truly deserve, that there's always better, there's always different, there's always more out there, is also letting you know that the more I know, the more I do not know. That's why they call it a rabbit hole. Because as soon as you only see a rabbit come out and all you see is just small little burrow, you're like, oh, that's it. Then if you just get shrink down like a rabbit, you're like, oh, we going deep. We going deep. Is that a mole? That's all they call a rabbit hole. It goes deep. With this hydrate now, it's giving you cotton mouth from not allowing them to answer. because this shut up and listen card is right on top of communication coming in. Ancestral communication, 333. Reminder, you're always on the right path. Come here. You are always on the right path. You're always on the right path. And if you feel like you're not, you feel like you're teetering in a way, talk to your ancestors. Talk to the guides, talk to God, talk to the universe, and shut up and listen afterwards. Because if you truly don't know and you are accepting that you do not know, that you do not understand, and you're like, I don't know what the hell I'm going to do about it. You ask me what I'm going to do about it. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. Shut up and listen. And if you feel like you're afraid to ask for more, that can come from, again, that maternal mother issues, whether your mother was around or not, which can, again, lead to that. And not knowing how to ask for things that are nurturing, that are stable, that are confident, that are sure, that is put together a little bit. Recognize that. We got another sad love story coming in here right under this food at home. Right next to ask for more, you deserve it. Don't settle for this bullshit. That's why a lot of people, at least the sources that I trust, like Conscious Lee, and he spit some knowledge, he'll spit the information, he'll even add the articles, and he still say, do your own research too. Because even what I know may not even be like what you discover you know. So do not let your lack of knowledge and being afraid of expanding on that because you feel like you don't understand turn into another sad love story where you're just accepting things, whether that be a job. You feel like you can't speak up and ask for more. Ask for that time off. Ask for that pay. Ask for that compensation for that work that you did. Whether you own a business that you have your own, but it's recognizing that. Asking your partner, your family, your friends. And it's not like you asking like, hey, let me. You're stronger than you know. You can ask these things. Yeah, I love you for free. That's right under you're the problem in shadow work. You have to love yourself enough. You're not going outside, honey, because I'm not leaving my doors open and your hidey hope is covered up. So, yeah, we have abundance flowing in. And that fell on the floor, and we all know what that means. And that's right next to reminder, you're always on the right path, ancestral communication coming in, shut up and listen, all that. Abundance, 888. Infinite possibilities, infinite endings, infinite perspectives, infinite outcomes, infinite questions, abundance of questioning. You ever say, you ever thought of that? No, I never thought of that. You never thought of that? No. Some people really don't think of new questions or ideas until it is presented in front of them. Your kidneys are its own filter system. Filter out the feeling of being seen when you're doing something. What are you going to do about it? Ask questions, get knowledge. That's what you need to do. Whatever the question, ask questions, get the knowledge. And stop interrupting. Ruhi, come here. I know that he ain't coming up here because you know I'm doing a reading. I don't want to tempt him though. So recognize that. And don't be like my cat that asks a goddamn question, and when I answer it, he don't listen. For real though, don't do that. It's like those people that ask questions to get to know the answer and then they come up with a rebuttal that is literally just saying their question in a statement. No. So you got abundance coming in. If your question was, how am I going to do this? I would say the abundance is flowing in. Allow it. Allow those resources, those opportunities, those enlightenments, those enhancements to come in. And that starts with recognizing, where am I holding myself back? Where am I not allowing myself to truly be seen as somebody that is forever growing? Shadow work needs light. You are the light. You are the strength. You are the truth. You are the enhancement. You are the product of your own knowledge in questions, in boundaries, in love, and all that. Ask for more, you deserve it, because there's something better for you. But I swear, why the hell didn't I get that job? Like, what the fuck? I'm more than qualified for that position. Then here comes a position that is perfectly qualified for you. I swear, why the hell did they leave me? Look at me. Okay, I'm the best. I'm funny. I'm smart. I'm charismatic. And then here comes somebody that recognized that like no other. I swear, why didn't I get accepted into that school? Like, I know my entry letter, everything was way better. And then here comes the school offering you a scholarship. You was going to have to pay for the other one. Abundance, opportunities. If there's power in not knowing, because that leads to the power and freedom of knowledge. Okay? So this has been your reading. What you gonna do about it? Ask some questions. Say with me. What am I gonna do about it? Ask some questions. What am I gonna do about it? Ask some questions. What you gonna do after? Shut up and listen. Okay? All right. So I love you guys. I care about you, care about yourselves. You are amazing. You are powerful. You are wonderful. You are magnificent. You are radiant. You are your own being. You are your own centerpiece at the middle of a table where people cannot dine but admire you. Okay? Love you. Until next time.